Yes, I did it correctly. So we are live, going live. I don't know. Right, now we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our November transmission, Breakfast with Max, Patreon edition for patrons only. I'm very happy to have you here to connect with you. As always, it doesn't matter when you are connecting, when you join in, it's always now. So it's happening now. Your energy is already connected with this moment. So I'm very happy to be here with you. Now, I don't remember if how did I do that? Oh, right. Let me see, let me check. Oh, right. So, well, I will be doing that later. Now we are in it, so let's go with it. Yes. Well, shit happens. Anyway, hello, Roxy. Yes, so, okay. So without any ado, I will just get out of the way and let, yeah, that's triggering. I triggered myself into something that I was not expecting. That is a very surprise. That's very, very good, actually, because now I thought that this will be in a certain way, and now I realize it's not going to be in that way at all. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I shut up and I go out of the way. Yeah. Or someone will kick my ass out of the way. Yeah, it's crazy. Woo. All right. Yeah. So one is trying to get out of this with the less effort possible and thinking that it's going just to go navigate through it without having to do the work. Well, gotcha. Yeah, here we are, and welcome. We're very happy to connect with you here again. So, let's get into it, to this transmission, to the topic that we have chosen: fuel, which had Max very, very confused. That fuel, what fuel? Is that about oil? No, it's not about oil. Why will we just talk about oil? It's not about oil, it's about fuel. fuel, energy, vibration, the fuel of creation. Vibration, in the end, that is what that is, right? That's what you are, vibration. And vibration is what you use to create your reality, because you are basically energy vibrating, and through that you are manifesting, or as some will say, you are transmitting or having your reality becoming like a movie, like something like that, right? Yeah. Confusion, it's not confusion, right? Quiet. So you get into this by just understanding that some call this an holodeck, some call this illusion. Doesn't matter how you call it, it's happening. So if you want to say it's an illusion, get into the illusion, but you're still there having your experiences, so it doesn't look like that illusion, but not in the sense of human language. It's happening. So whether it's a holodeck, whether it's an illusion, whether it's a transmission, whether it's whatever you want to put into it, you are having an experience. That experience is real for you. And you are into it. What the illusion really means, or the direction of that, the meaning that it's behind it, it's more into the separation, into your not understanding it, into all that is not awareness, because you are not aware of the process, you are not aware of anything. You just have ideas, an idea of how this works, an idea of how this is done. Yes, you have it, and it becomes a knowing for some of you, but it always remains that unknown, that point of not sure. So you get that and you run with it and talk about an illusion. Well, great. Good. And there are many between you, even people that are not really into any spiritual or any personal work, that you are already talking about, right? They are aware of something being illusional, or something being not that serious or real, or whatever they put as meaning in that, right? There is that awareness. Oh, reality is not what it seems to be, but it remains something vague, right? You have these movies, The Matrix, that have popularized this idea of matrix, right? Holodeck, or you are connected to a cable that is transmitting into your consciousness. Reality is not real, it's just a movie that is going on and your consciousness is in there. Wow, that is fascinating, right? And somehow, why not, right? It's something that you can use in giving yourself, or giving to your collective, to generally speaking, right? A wide knowledge of this thing that you cannot really describe, or that that you thought was in a certain way, but now you doubt. The doubt of what are we? Are we real or not? Are we existence or not? Are we really here? Which actually, right, awakens a lot of questions of acceptance and a love of self, because these ideas of this is not real helps also some people that are just not well in their skin, that they want a way out or something like that, and when they hear this is not real, well, they have an idea, oh, so it's easy to leave. Oh, so this shit is simply that. But it's still real. You are still into this reality. You are not living it. You are experiencing it. And you are aware, some of you are creating it. Now you understand that you are interpreting, you are attracting, interpreting, that's what you are doing, and that's your creation. Now, what gets to you is the fact that you have a visual. It's the fact that when you look from your eyes, you see reality. And so that becomes real. You have the expression of your reality that becomes real through your vision. And then you have all the other senses, the touch, you feel your reality, you touch it, right? All of that. But the main thing is your visual. And a lot goes through your visual. You see it. And you relate a lot to that, the visual. So that then everything else dissipates. So the illusion is still physical because you can see it. Even though the physicality, you touch it, you feel it, right? You have it. But the visual is what really keeps you physical because you see it. Now, however, we go back to what? We go back to what brings that. So the energy, the fuel, what is fueling? What is bringing the energy? What is giving you that brings that alive? Which is you. You are the fuel of your creation. Obviously not the human, but the creator. But the fuel of creation is you. So the vibration, what brings the vibration is you. All comes back to you. In every way, in any way, and it doesn't matter how you perceive it. Real, not real, illusion, not illusion, holodeck, not holodeck. Those are formality. Those are just, right, for the fun of discussions between, right, people that are arguing or trying to figure it out. But in the end, it doesn't matter. You're having a experience. You're there. You are in that. So it's real. If it's real illusion, real holodeck, real whatever else, you're still there having the experience. But behind all of that, the fuel, it's you. What else? Because you are what? Creator. So you are the energy behind it. You didn't see this coming, right? You were completely taken by your physical idea of oil and this kind of thing, energy, physical energies, but you realize that those are to what? Vibration. So those are what? Still you're fueled. They are fueled by you. There is no oil, there is no energy without the creator. The idea that you have the physicality of it is that what you do is, right, you have water that is used to create energy, you have coal, you have what else? You have wind now, the sun, and all of that is used to create your energy, right? Run cars and all that. Yeah, but that doesn't exist without the creator, right? Without the creation that you put into it, and that is fueled by what? By you. The externalization of reality makes you always believe that those things exist outside of you, and that, right, people are out there producing energy, going and right doing those things that are creating the means to have energy. That's the physicality, and it again, reality is real. But that's the story you tell yourself. What is fueling this, right? What is bringing this to existence is you. That those things wouldn't exist without you. They are not independent of your creation. It's still, right? Those things are real, so they are alive. It's energy. They are energy, they are attraction, they are all of that, right? But from your perspective, you as a creative being, you are the one putting all of that together through your creation. So in creation is what? It's energy, vibration. So you are here just realizing that all there is comes through you. You are part of it. And then don't go into trying to figure out how the connections, how the dots are connected, how is that those living beings are there. Making your reality physical, real, right? How do you attract them? You do. But before the physicality being physical, that is energy, vibration. The view that you have of it, the seeing of it, the perception that you have, your senses that are giving shape to it. That is what you do. That's it, your creation. You are interpreting it by giving it a shape, projecting it in a way that makes sense to the human. This is the fuel. What is fueling it, giving it the energy necessary to have what you project? Well, that's you, the creator. That is what the fuel of creation is. Do you feel the effort? Do you feel that cost you any effort to do this action of projecting your reality in yourself? No, right? It's effortless. There is no effort in creating your reality from your point of view, but also from the point of view of the creator, right? It's happening. And it's there. Start seeing it. The effort that you feel in your life, it's the human. The human is the one struggling. But as of the creator and as of having your reality there is no effort in it. So every time you are feeling anything that is struggling, anything that is resisting, anything that is not flowing like a flowing, that you know is the human. It's the ego. Because creating reality, there is no struggling in it. It's just happening. When you have a reaction to anything that is happening to you, that you are saying, I don't like this, this makes me angry, this makes, well, that there, you know, that's the human having a experience of resistance in his own creation. To know itself, to evolve itself, to have a reaction, to have what humans do. You are there for that, right? That's part of it. The fuel, you are the fuel of creation. So you are using what is you, available to you, what you are, to have this experience that is human. The energy doesn't come from wherever. It doesn't need to be produced. That experience of producing is human, right? It's the human activity, it's the human experience. The fuel that you use, the fuel that creation is about, vibration, the energy, is not produced because it's you. So this gives you an insight in what you are and how all there is about you, because as the fuel, the energy, the vibration comes from you. And as you know, you are the third dimension. Now you are all of that. You are it. Well, then what you perceive as externalization is just a concept. It cannot be anything else, because as you fueling, you are giving your energy to create what you perceive, what is your reality. Then cannot be outside of you, cannot be anything else than you. Yeah, you're seeing it. So that you understand that you are experiencing the change, the evolution, what you are going through. It's all about you. It's the way you are choosing to fuel your reality, to be in your reality. You are choosing how to use that energy, what to manifest through that energy. Make choices and then puff. Because that vibration that is already, you are now attracting it, fueling your reality. So your wonderings about your worth, about your abundance, about these kind of things, what are they? The human looking for itself, the human lacking. The human doesn't really understand that. Because all of that is even not a question. It's not even a wondering. It's not something that you need to create, because that is already what you are. So you are wondering about the manifestation of those things. You're still searching for it. You're still trying to figure it out. And then suddenly you will get that, oh, you look like that? Interesting. You will get that you absolutely don't need even to wonder about that. You just let go of any wondering, because whatever happens, it happens. Your worth is part of you. Your worth, well, you are creating it. It's part of your creation, or is your creation, to be even more correct. You cannot be anything else. So it's there. You are wondering about these things. You are searching for that value, that abundance, believing that you will find it somewhere inside of you. Yes, it's inside of you, but not that you have to search for it, because that's what you are. You are fueling it already. And it's there awaiting for you to be it. So you know what you are. And just be it. All right, so there you are, your fuel. Great. So we are going to leave you to that. We have already given you enough to occupy your human mind for a while, right? Figure it out, trying to understand, and then maybe at some moment you will just stop trying. Are you still there? Okay. Well, yeah, I tried to figure it out, and I have to say that I was a little bit off on this. I thought that they may go to talk about climate change or oil or that kind of thing, and well, I didn't really take the time, but I said, well, we'll see. It's a fuel of creation. Well, that's really okay. Yeah, I'll try to figure that out. As you said, yes. Right. In this moment, this is really what is attracting my attention, right? Is all around. It's all around worth and abundance, and seeing the interaction that I have with that, the awareness that I am having, and the focus that I'm having with it. And the more I'm observing myself, the more I realize that not just I don't have, there is no action that I need to undertake or anything I need to do about that, but it's that I see that it's all in the acceptance, in the letting go of everything, not just belief systems, but also what is action, reaction, worries, fears, presumption, and humbling, right? Being humble around all of this, in recognizing my lack as a human being, my holding, how I've been trying to hold that lack. And so that all of that then goes through the acceptance, to be able then to understand myself, understand and fully accept the self and discover that self. And it's and from where I am now, I see myself struggling, how much I've been struggling or resisting this by putting anything I could on the way, in fears and the idea, oh, I have to pay bills, I have to figure out how I'm going to do that, I still have to calculate, right? Or wait a little bit longer so that those things will be paid off, or maybe if you wait a little bit longer, there are things that are gonna happen, bringing in more money, more stuff. And in fact, that all of that was just me holding on my lack and holding myself in that place, and acting like a human, acting like those ideas that or belief systems that we have are around money. And I mean, I'm aware of what money is, and all the greed and all the stuff of becoming rich, and like the mechanic around that, the illusion of money, especially around abundance, right? The seeing money as the only abundance that we can have, and that, right? I see those things, I understand those things. Nevertheless, I realize how difficult it is simply to accept that the simplest thing to perceive, right? That money is not abundance. How hard it is of letting go of that simple belief. Even when you know that money is not abundance. That thing is so rooted into in us that, whew, and I am, and I know that now I am getting really my hold on that, and taking a different understanding around, right, around that, and even more understanding my abundance without money. I'm not holding that anymore as the only thing, right? But it's not that easy, because that's all we have known. So it's really a process. It's really the acceptance that is required around all of this is really the center of it. We keep saying accept, 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 until, right, then we have to accept, and we realize that requires acceptance, and then more acceptance, and more you do it, more you accept. And it's, and my experience is now becoming that I see my acceptance, and the more I accept, the more I love accepting. The more I love myself, the more I accept myself, and all of that goes together. It's a process that is the real process of, right, the more you do it, the more you do it. The more you accept, the more you accept. The more you love yourself, the more you love yourself. It becomes something that, it's, when you open it, it's opened. You cannot stop it. And even though I say it's difficult, that, again, what is the struggle? They said it. The struggle is human. So that is the human resistance, is the human lack, right? Because the creator is already there as unconditional, and it's the human that needs to follow up, right? To run in its lack, right? To come out of that and discover itself as that being, as that creator, and all of that. And now I right, and this, but then, right, we are fueling it, so we are giving it the energy. Then that brings back all of that to the self, right? I am doing it. No one is doing that to me. I'm fueling it. So I'm putting the energy in there. I'm choosing it. And so that it gives even more weight to what energy follows awareness, right? Because we are putting that energy in our awareness. So I am aware of this. That's why my energy is going there. I am keeping that with that energy. So when I choose to just release and simply allow creation to happen, the flow of creation, right, is also when I decide, okay, I'm not going to keep my energy focused on that. So that begins to flow by itself. And so I see the acceptance as being the moment where when I stop putting my energy, right, directing the energy into my struggle. I say, well, I accept it. I let go of it. So I don't put my energy, I don't fuel it. And it flows. Because that's what we do anyway, right? Creation happens anyway. That and then it's a choice if we want to put our energy in there and keep struggling, keep thinking about it, keep trying to figure it out. Yeah, we can do that, but then we keep ourselves in there. The moment we stop and we say, okay, stop, go into allowance, into acceptance of the situation, of the of whatever that is, and then let it just be by itself. It's gonna be happen. It's gonna happen, right? It's gonna be. You do not need to fuel it with your energy, because then, right, it's vibration. There is the fuel that we give into that we use, right? The energy vibration that we need, it will be used, that is there available, and we use to create our reality, and then we focus it into our struggle, because it's our perception. I perceive myself as struggling as human, yes, but that is my interpretation of it. Am I really struggling? No, but the human is doing that. So the human is creating for itself that obstruction to the flow of its creation. That's where we struggle. That's where we start to wonder, what am I doing? Will I be able to pay my bills? Where am I going to have the money? What am I going to do? Right? This kind of things. That is the struggle that we invent for ourselves, but we put energy in it. And actually, yes, when we stop doing that, there is no more obstruction, and then it flows, it goes. And so I was saying, right, that the more I do it, the more I love it. But yes, because doing that, suddenly, right, life becomes something different, where you are not focusing on certain things, and suddenly those things disappear, those problems disappear, or they evolve, or right, there are things that suddenly happen that solve the situation by itself without any struggle. Yes, the experience happens. Yes, the human experience happens, right? It's there. It's not that you are not having a human experience. You keep having a human experience. You keep creation keeps happening, right? You cannot stop that. What I'm meaning is that you are not obstructing it. You are not putting any weight in it, and so that in your experiencing reality, experiencing your life, suddenly your problems are no problem anymore. And it works because I know I'm experiencing it. I'm experiencing problem solving, problem disappearing. I'm experiencing changing reality. I'm experiencing discovering myself in a different way, expanding myself. I'm experiencing that. My struggle as a human comes from the change that presents itself, that is there, and that the human is always problems with the change. However, I'm accepting it. I'm welcoming it. I choose it. And so it may be confusing. It may be whatever it may be. But from the moment that I accept it, I welcome it, and I go into it, then, well, the struggle goes away. It always goes away because whatever generated it, from the moment that I'm not fueling it, putting my energy in it, well, there is no reason for it to remain, right? The struggle goes away. So it's up to everyone then to find your way, how you do these things, right? How you organize yourself with yourself, what works for you. But when you find that for yourself, well, that's for sure that you'll change your reality. Well, you're changing it anyway, right? But I'm talking here of the change of the self, of the discovering of the self, and that happens. It cannot be in any other way, and your reality becomes magical, literally magical. You receive awareness that in other moments you will define as impossible. Physicality that works, the physics that doesn't work according to the law of physics, a reality that doesn't happen according to the rules of physicality, right? That your reality becomes something else from what we perceive it to, that it should be. But we know that when we start saying it should be like that, it's just luck, right? It's just bullshit. But yes, it literally changes everything because you become that thing that is different. You become yourself. Because what you are allowing, when you start allowing everything to accept what you are accepting is yourself. You are accepting to be you, the unconditional you. That's where you go, in unconditional. And acceptance is where that goes, right? I'm accepting everything. And that is the base of acceptance, is that you cannot just accept partially or let something out, or you have to go into acceptance fully and completely with no holding back. You accept the pain, you accept the tears, you accept the laughs, you accept the misunderstandings, you accept the words, you accept the bullying, you accept the success, you accept the failure, you accept whatever is there, you accept it. No conditions, no holding back. Oh, you feel it. Of course, you feel it. Of course, it may be painful at moments to just bring yourself into going in that direction, because there are things that are very difficult for the human to just accept. The victimization of many of us has felt the way we have been treated by others. Oh, they're very, very there. And they are part of what we need to accept. Yeah, of course. What do you think? You fully here or you are not fully here? There is no middle there. You are incarnated. So you are human and here. There is no half human or half hero or whatever. That's the human experience, and you are having it. And part of that, well, yeah, those experiences are part of that. Yes. So there is a choice to be made. And going into unconditional, going into acceptance, put you face with your victimization. You will not avoid it. So you have to decide whether you are a victim or not. You have to decide whether you want to say victim or whether you want just to accept it. And then there is the perpetrator, right? What you have done to others. So you accept that. It's your choice. It's everyone's choice. But to go into unconditional, to go into acceptance, well, those things are not off the table. They are on the table. They cannot be anywhere else. And then you make your choice. And whatever choice you do, you take, it's absolutely correct. You cannot make it wrong. And you do not have to rush into it. I'm not rushing, right? I'm putting everything on the table. I'm confronting myself, because that's what you do, right? We cannot confront anyone else. It's you. So I'm confronting myself, especially the ego, especially the human, into what is the struggle, what I'm struggling, what are my fears, what are the things that are holding me in a certain position, and then what do I do? Well, I accept it, and again, acceptance, the way you accept, belongs to you. The process belongs to you. You choose your process. You choose the way you do it. But the end game is the acceptance of that. And in this, I'm not exceptional. I'm absolutely not exceptional. This is available to everyone. Accepting yourself. It's you, right? I'm not doing something inhuman, right? It's absolutely human. It's absolutely human. It's absolutely All of us do that. Right? They say that pardon, how do you say, let me see now the word, I don't find the word. Forgive, yeah, to forgive is godly. Well, no, it's not. That's bullshit. And what is there to be forgiven, right? It's to be accepted. Don't lose yourself into forgiving, because forgiving is what duality. It's that something has to be there to be forgiven. But if you hold to forgiving, then how do you accept it? Because forgiving is not really accepting it. It's still holding it. And right, forgiving is godly, and I'm not God, so I still I may forgiving, but I will not forget. Like if anyone ask anyone to forget anything, it's nonsense. Those things are absolutely nonsensical. Because no one asks you to do those things in the way that it is pretended, right? You simply accept. And accepting something doesn't mean eliminating something from your memory or fighting against your memory of something that has made you suffer. No. That's resistance. That's holding it. Accepting is simply accepting. Accept your reality. Accept what is there. Accept what is in your memory. Accept your pain. It's accepting. It's not eliminating. It's not denying what happened to you. Why will you deny it? Why will you run away from it? Why will you hide from it? Why will you try to erase it? That's not acceptance. It is not. There is no, and I even don't want to give any definition of what acceptance is, because what is acceptance for me, I don't know what it is for you, and I don't have to know it. You have to know it. You have to discover it. You have to understand it, because that is up to you. I'm not doing your job. I'm not doing your acceptance. I'm doing mine, right? And for me, well, I have a clear idea of that. I see acceptance in a certain way, and it works for me. Then you will have your acceptance that works for you. And I'm sure, right? We are doing. Look, I know I'm doing it, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one. I'm sure you are doing it too. You have your process, you have your stuff, you have your, and you're doing it. Sometimes, well, we need a word, a guidance, a sign, whatever it is, to put ourselves on track, or to remind of ourselves, whatever. Yes. But it's still us, still me doing it, right? Yes. So there we are. today's transmission. Right? Okay. Oh, now I understand why you stayed. Why you have been staying around. Yeah, I see it. All right. So there we are. This is our monthly transmission for November. Well, again, I absolutely love doing this, and I am enjoying every moment that I can do this, and I enjoy your presence, your energy, your co-creation, because you are co-creating with me. Doesn't matter when in time you join, you watch this, you are already doing it in your moment, right? But it's now, because it's always now. The time of the universe, now. And I will be seeing you soon again. Thank you for joining, and well, thank you. So sorry, I got distracted for a second. So we have the Crucibles transmission soon, tomorrow or this week. Well, I'll see. This month, it will be still this month, right? And then, I have other transmissions, other channeling. So we'll see you then in that moment. And so up until then, I love you. Thank you so much for joining in again. And bye-bye.